Something that I'm learning about in real time is that our shadow is not personal to us. It's not our fault that we have the shadow that we do. So therefore, talking about our shadow isn't a form of weakness. It's not something we should be scared of doing because, like I said, it's not personal to us. It's not our fault. It's not something we need to try to hide in a sense or to be ashamed of. Actually, it's the opposite. It's very empowering to bring light to your own shadow. Um, and when we know our shadow isn't personal to us and it's not our fault that it's there and we didn't do anything wrong for having the shadow that we do, we're more easily able to be vulnerable about our darkness, about our quote unquote weaknesses. We're able to be more open about it. And I learned this in real time because today I made a video titled something like "In Desperate Need of Romantic Connection." And I named it that because I got to talk about an aspect of my shadow, the part of me that's always been so girl crazy, and has always really needed romantic connection to feel whole and to feel safe and to feel okay. And so I actually got to express that part of me in today's video, and I was really afraid to do so in a way at first. But as I did it, I realized, oh, it's not my fault. I have this shadow. The shadow isn't me. It's not personal. So talking about it, it's not a reflection on me in any way, in any sense of the negative sense, right? And I just had that, it just kind of, it just felt like a weight drop off me. Like, oh yeah, my shadow isn't me. I don't have to be afraid of talking about my shadow, no matter what it is. And it can take a lot of courage to do it at first, but the more you express your shadow and the more you allow a light to be shined on it by being authentic, by being vulnerable, the more you realize it's not you and that it's okay, that, that it's there, first of all, but it's also okay to talk about our shadows. And it doesn't make us less than or any less worthy. And I think so many people almost want to walk around like they don't have this shadow or that they're just all these lighter type of things and they want to really project in that way. But I'm realizing the more free I get, actually, the more I'm pulled to talk about my own shadow because that helps me to get even more free. And it's kind of like it's an act of self-love to bring light to these parts of ourself when we're ready, of course. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that. And it was a really exciting kind of revelation that I had in my own consciousness of like, oh yeah, my shadow is not personal. And just that realization, it's like so liberating. It kind of just really, can you feel that kind of just like relax the system? Like, oh, wow, it's not mine. It's not anything to do with me. It's not my fault. And when we see it that way, we can kind of see where our shadow aspects derive from more easily too. When we're not so identified with them as us, Anyways, I just thought I'd bring that through.